I will ask this one question, and you guys don't have to answer immediately. You don't have, you can talk about it as a group, whether it's in this room or, well, it's going to be in this room. It's where the cameras are turned off currently. We're not going to listen in. We'll give you all privacy. But do you trust her?
Dang.
Boy.
Ooh. Don't y'all have a lot to talk about?
We're live. We're live.
I mean,
live.
Wow.
Oh my goodness. Hello, everybody.
No
We're
countdowns.
here.
No countdowns here. No prepared authors and DMs
No.
and etc.
I don't plan sessions. I hope for the best.
I don't
Hey.
write songs. I write sins and tragedies.
Yeah.
that-
I write sins and tragedies.
Genuinely. Genuinely.
Yeah, Tori, you do. Sins and tragedies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Isn't that
Maybe that'll be the name of my manga.
Panic in the Disco?
Oh my god.
Isn't that the Panic in the Disco? Did I get it wrong?
It would be though.
It is.
Okay, good. I
You're
feel
good.
so lambasted today.
Who?
That's okay. The English
What's
teachers
the
would be
recap?
hella proud.
Thank
Something
But-
you.
that happens.
So let's chat about it, folks. Speaking of recaps, let's recap let's recap last session. There we go. We'll do it
Wow.
one word at a time.
Last recap, last session.
So
We're at the
last session,
finale.
Stalking talked with Spears. It went okay. Lyric talked with Spears. It went much less okay. Tyler talked with Spears. She got some accidental not okayness. Trying to remember what came next after that. Specifically, I think
that was
Spears was
Silas and
confused as to why he was
Rocky.
getting talked with so much.
yeah, about Alara specifically. And then I can't remember if Sanchi talked to Spears first or if Stocking talked to Leo first. One of the two?
It would have
Stocking talked
been
to Leo at lunch, and then I think it was Lyric and Sanchi and Spears. Jeez.
All I remember is telling Spears
Stocking-
it'd be okay if you were
Nope,
gay.
it was Sanchi then Spears. Checking my notes. And
Sanchi and then. Yeah, you go. Go.
anyway.
Yeah, lots of talking
Order
to people, lots
doesn't
of
matter.
questioning. Yeah. Lyric and Stocking got into a fight. Yeah,
Ish.
I think that's the big thing. We left off with Lyric talking to RQ.
No, it's important to know that the big thing isn't that they got into a fight. The big thing is that Sanchi told Spears that it'd be okay if he were gay, but it turned out it wouldn't be okay if he were gay, because it wouldn't be him being gay, it'd be him being
Yep.
in his
I think the
family.
important part was also that Silith and Sanchi had girl talk about boys.
No, not really. Sanchi said, I don't want to deal with
They
this.
so did.
I think what we really need to remember is Wade's third eye camera.
Oh yeah. And Wade once again came on to Stocking. Ah,
Surprise.
I know.
We missed it.
It's a fact though. We did miss it.
We could all use more Wade.
Wade.
Gentle soul he is.
Sure.
Not in bed.
Gentle.
We all heard that. Cell doors.
Lover, not a fighter. Come on.
Literally.
Okay.
Anyway.
Yeah.
Yep, so we left off in RQ
IQ's
Lyric
office. Or
land.
no. Yup. The last thing that was said specifically was I have to ask Alara about Stockane possibly being a mentor.
Mm-hmm.
And so from that moment, Lyric's gonna roll his eyes and go, "Oh, it's not exactly weird to have to do a bunch of running around for answers." Speaking of answers, what's the word on you and Spears? How out loud can I be about it?
As in us being related?
Yeah, like I didn't know that until recently, and I don't know if that was supposed to be. I mean, everything's a
To speak to him about it, so it wouldn't be a shock to him or anything. But he found out back right before you guys left the prison. So
okay. Thank God, because I honestly do not need any more reason to piss him off. Trying to figure out how to undo that, and I won't be asking him about any more camera footage nonsense. Too bad that one cool-looking lady with the tattoos isn't. And then he pauses, and he like takes a step back, and the room kind of gets very long, and RQ and Laura just kind of feel like they're 40 feet away from him. As he mentions Diana Hacker and RQ, not RQ, but Spears, while looking at RQ, a whole mess of information just kind of falls on him all at once as he thinks about the first time they went no contact in Greaseor. He gets a flash of Stockane. He gets a flash of Silas. He gets a flash of Diana and Spears, and he gets a flash of the documents of the old bastard. He gets a flash of Stockane and Silas again, and then he looks at Alara and he looks at RQ, and everything just suddenly shoots back at him, face first. And ladies and gentlemen, I think it's time to say, put your seatbelts on. We might be going for a weird ride here.
That's so unfortunate.
What a weird
Technically,
ride.
well, for wisdom saves, Kalishtar can use their reaction to get advantage.
Oh wait, can I use the save instead? Wouldn't it make
Why
more
not?
sense to use the save?
Why not? We'll
All
let
right.
it go. I
All
believe
right.
in you.
I'm gonna
and-
laugh so hard when it also fails.
That dual mind. Let's put your core to work.
Why
Oh,
did it go so many times? Anyways, the 9. We'll say the 9.
yeah, yeah.
So,
Rough.
So it's still not great, but slightly better. And at the moment that this hits him, he no longer knows if he should be afraid for his friends or if he should be excited. But one thing's for certain, he looks at RQ dead in the face, and his eyes that were open like are now almost manic, almost a faint glow, and he's got a smile from ear to ear, and he just says, "Oh shit! Don't tell Wade, but I think there's a new sexiest man on base."
And RQ just kind of looks and he goes, okay.
Lyric walks over to RQ and puts his hands on the desk, not slamming them, but like putting them down in an excited way, and leans towards RQ and goes, "Why the f wouldn't you just tell us this from the beginning? You could have had me at day one. I mean, I get it. I'm probably not the best at keeping secrets. Holy shit! Holy Stockade would definitely. Whoa!" his mouth just like stands agape, and as he tries to like get his thoughts together, and he starts to hyperventilate a little bit. Holy, ah, oh shit! So, okay, let me put it to you this way: my family, the Starfield bloodline, has had a motto that we've had for generations, and he holds out his hands from on both sides as far as he can reach with his hands open. He says, "Life is freedom, and freedom is choice. You take away the choice, and what you have to do is fight for your freedom," he says as he punches his hands together. And I am happy to help you with your fight.
Arku just kind of looks at you like bewildered, and he goes, "I think you need some sleep. Do you need something?"
You know, I don't really know. I don't know what I need right now. I think I need to have a conversation with Silas right now, actually. Oh, wait.
That might not be wise, but
Q, neither is what you and him are doing, if I think I'm right. And I think I am. And he looks at our, and he like starts to head to the door, and then he looks back, and he starts looking at the two of you. Or he looks at Lara and RQ and says, "This is the ballsiest thing I will ever do in my entire life following you two. Holy shit. And for whatever it's worth, as a stranger to an apparently boss, I'm still getting used to all that. I hope that if I figure out this whole love thing, it's as undeniable as yours someday." And then he walks out of the room to leave RQ there confused as
that you do. And it's now Friday morning. Yay!
Dang.
Dang, 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 dang. So you go back to your room, and you notice everyone's like passed the out because it was like middle of the night, homie. And yep, it's class time. Ring a ding ding, ring a ding dong. Roll them classes for me, folks.
Ding dong.
Ding ding dong.
Does anyone else have "What does the fox say" stuck in their head now?
No.
No, I had Tra-la-la stuck in my head.
Okey-dokey.
Let's see. Boop.
My ding ding dong.
I have weird folk
You
songs
touched my
stuck in my
tra-la-la.
head.
My ding ding dong.
Where's my charisma? There it is.
Hey, he did good. That's good.
I
He
did
needs
it.
more
I
charisma.
rolled.
Dude, nah. Stakeen got a nat 20 in our off-screen charisma rolls.
I got so many crit fails in my off-screen.
Yeah, you did. It was
Out the
really
way.
unfortunate.
Poor Lyric.
Was truly unfortunate. 7, 15, 15. All right, second class. Wow. Sanchi, you're doing great. You're doing phenomenal.
Thanks.
You're welcome.
I'm so classy.
You are. You are.
I've classed harder than others.
As always.
You did.
Yeah,
Ooh,
well.
Stakeen, you doing not
For
so good.
whatever reason, yeah.
All right. Well, with that, lunchtime. Woo! You all go to lunch, and you're no longer in their office. We'll go to the... I don't know why I have this listed as a cafe. It's clearly a cafeteria. I forgot all these people were here. Oh, God. Oh, well, they're staying. They're at lunch, too. They're at lunch.
Mandatory
Also.
lunch break. Union
Apparently.
required.
It's staying
We're
there.
union workers now.
Yep, y'all got the same lunch hour all of a sudden. Shocking. But no, so it's the first time you all are finally together again after the morning of people probably waking up late or right when their alarm goes off. Couldn't have been me. I never wake up late.
And if you know, you know.
No.
Nor do I ever get paranoid about lights flickering. Couldn't be me. And from there, you all finally are at lunch together. First time together since your very, very eventful Thursday. You all grab your lunch and sit down at your table, the cool kids' table. What do y'all talk about? Or want to talk about? If you want to talk at all. Y'all can stay silent. I don't care.
Lyric mind links with Silent immediately
Mhm.
and says, "Hey, Silent, I know you wanted space, but I have to talk to you about something really, really, really important. And it might actually be something that you'll have to help me pass along to the others later. But I need you first before them."
Okay. Now or
But,
after class?
but after class, you, yeah, after class, definitely. And then he just starts eating his food, and then before he breaks the mind link, he says, "We should probably stop practicing having regular conversations while also doing the mind link." And then he keeps eating.
Speak for yourself. I'm quite adept at that.
That's
As
awesome.
she's actively eating.
Alrighty. So, anyone else want to say anything, or are we good to go to third class?
Keen's silent.
Typical. Sanchi?
I'm talking to Leo.
Ooh, yeah, we'll see
Ew.
Leo's in here.
Oh
Fuck
no,
it.
it's just like about the weather, you know.
Oh, okay. Nothing important. So
Yeah.
he's just like, yeah, it sucks. It's raining today.
Rainy. I thought it was sunny out.
No, it's
Oh,
raining.
I hate when it rains. My feathers get all wet.
Well, I'd hope so. If they got dry, I'd be more concerned.
Well, actually,
Sorry, you don't have.
owl
She's
feathers
secretly a duck.
are good at keeping off the moisture.
Gotta have
Right.
them with feathers. Never get wet.
I still don't like being wet.
Everything smells clean afterwards. I prefer it.
No, I don't agree. I'm sorry, Silent's wrong. Hey everybody,
No,
Silent's
it's
wrong!
You're not bathed?
I bathe. I just don't think that rain dawn smells clean. It smells dirty.
No, but everything smells cleaner afterwards.
It smells wormy.
Isn't that a
Don't you
good thing
eat
for you?
worms?
I actually eat mice.
Ah.
Yeah, you're kind of
Sorry,
stereotyping.
no, it's clean.
Leo just takes his tray and leaves.
What?
As this
No, we were talking.
conversation begins.
You can't leave.
Do I really need to stay?
Yeah.
I mean, come on, we haven't
Down at his
discussed talking
slice.
away.
He looks at his spaghetti suspiciously. I
You
don't
okay?
really want to think about worms while eating worm-like pasta.
This guy's got kind
Fun with
of.
eating worms. It's good socialization.
He's kind of down today. Usually he's a lot more lively and like life of the party type. What happened to him?
Are you asking him?
Does it
Probably
sound like I'm
Sakine.
asking him?
I'm not sure. I would say no.
What
But
happened to you? You seemed so down today.
I I got dumped, but it's okay.
Shit, you know, things get better, you know. Could do better.
Tell me
anyway.
about it. It's the plan. This weekend it'll be fine. As he just grabs his stuff and leaves. And
What
he
a
f***s on out of there. Do.
we should,
But anyhow,
we should
Lyrics
make him a
versus
cake or
food.
something.
Hmm?
We should make him a cake or something.
you should. That'd be a really good
That's so
weekend event.
nice.
Cupcakes.
I can help you with that.
You're gonna frost them with
Oh, I
little
don't know how
boob
to make
shapes.
frosting.
Frosting's the easy part. It's just a little bit of milk and powdered sugar.
Really? Yeah,
For the most
I never
part.
known that.
Well, it also depends on if you, can access things like sugar.
True.
Yeah, I didn't have a whole lot of sugar when I was on the road.
We'll petition the higher ups for sugar. In quotes.
Can owls eat sugar?
I wouldn't recommend it.
Mm-hmm.
However, as an owl, yes.
So wait, if you get drunk, what kind of alcohol can you drink if you can't have sugar in it?
Fermented mouse wine.
What?
That made my tummy turn.
So is it made with mice or is it just like?
So we
branded?
keep going.
I'm sorry.
Me just putting my feet up because now I'm paranoid.
Moving on.
That is awful. That is an awful image. Ugh. Okay.
You're just
anyway,
picturing the wrong thing. Imagine
I am.
wine made
I-
by mice instead of wine made out of mice.
Very different. Yes, of course. Ratatouille, the drunkard.
Yes.
Yes, of course.
By cute little mice.
How do you think he got through the
working in a
brunch shift?
factory.
True. Same.
Oh
No.
my god.
Okay.
Everybody who's ever worked in the restaurant industry hates brunch.
I never did. Well, I don't know.
Brunch.
I guess I did not work in the restaurant industry. The closest was Kroger and growing up in a Wendy's, but that's here nor there. Third class. Da, 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 da. Let's go third class.
Remembering what that is. Charisma, yeah. Can I learn how to talk good?
I actually am very excited for lyrics roll.
Yeah, it's either gonna be alright or a dog shit. What did I say?
Oh.
Hold on.
That's for you.
Good job,
yeah.
Stockeen. Good lunch means,
Strong
good
bones.
workout.
Long.
Apparently,
Got that
Alright.
milk.
fourth class. Dun, da, 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 dun, da, da. I don't know why that
this
is
is gonna be a lot.
stuck in my head today. But here we are. 8,
I feel slightly better now.
9. Okay. Last class of the day. Beepity beepity dee.
Did we- My short one? I don't think I did wisdom yet.
Wisdom's at the
Yeah,
end.
no.
Dun,
Wisdom's
dun,
at the
dun.
very end.
Yeah,
I keep thinking Khan was at the end.
I don't know.
Technically, it is.
Technically it is. But then your brain power. Wisdom, folks. Oof.
Oh,
Here we go.
Lyric and Stockeen being on the exact same level.
it's okay. He
Objective
just
day.
had his mind up. He's not gonna have a good one.
Silas blew y'all out of the water at a 94 today.
Hey.
God damn. You had
Yeah,
the
it's
lowest this
like-
time.
Dealing with your
you.
trauma does.
56.
At least it's not
Then-
27 this time.
I know, and then Sanchi is at 64, and Stockeen is at nice 69.
Wait a second.
So,
Nice.
Nice.
and with that, I'll announce this at the end. Wow, that was so close.
Wow.
Wow, this is interesting. Interesting. Anyways, woohoo! It's the weekend! Yay! Classes
Yay!
are over. You're
Ah.
free.
Freedom!
Yeah. So you all go back to your cute little rec room
I should have a
afterwards.
68.
Get out of here, homie.
No.
All right. He's not here right now. All right. Well, you all are here. What you want to talk about?
Lyric is going to mind link with Silent and ask if they can talk in one of their rooms.
Mm.
I mean, I don't know why you didn't say that out loud. That's fine.
You'll see. All right, so yeah, that's where the. If she says yes, that's where we'll go.
Yeah.
Whichever room she said.
Sanchi would like to give Silith the look.
Can I
Pose before
incite the
bros.
look?
Like, aren't you
Do I
being?
understand the look?
I'm hoping that you can understand the emotion conveyed by. Are you going to do the thing at this time? Isn't this a little bit moving too quickly? You guys are just going into your room in the middle of the day?
Aw, Sanchi's so protective of Silas. Aw.
Silas gonna laugh out loud at that look and like flip her off and then go in her room.
Sanchi shrugs and goes about her business.
Saki just kind of looking at all of them and shakes his head and continues his. He wants to go to the gym.
Cool. He can go to the gym.
Hooray.
This is just to see if I saw all that. Oh hell yeah, I did see all that. Cool.
Did you though? I'm very
Yes, I got a
sneaky.
19.
Hold on. Please hold while I see if you actually saw that. No, I don't think you did.
But
Oh, Bean's feet, you did see me flip her off.
no,
Sanchi,
should I
are
ask
you
what that was
wanting to
about?
go anywhere?
Huh?
Are you wanting to go somewhere?
New blood for new blook for the Blook Club.
Uh-huh.
New
Yes.
blood for the book club.
New blood
Of
for the
course.
Book Club.
Who you gonna recruit, Wade?
No.
He's actually like the best movie.
God.
Incidentally,
All
I'm
right.
kind of down that Lyric didn't say deception. Isn't that more of a stealth? And then my stealth is actually even higher. So, haha.
Oh my lord. All right. Silith. Lyric. In your bedroom.
Oh.
What you talking
At
about?
night.
All right, so as soon as we get into the room and the door is shut, Lyric turns around, puts his hands together in front of his face, like, "Oh shit, I'm really about to have to say all this." So you might want to sit.
Okay. She'll sit on the edge of the bed.
And he'll like pace a couple of times, and he tries to think of how best to say everything he's about to say. Let me make sure I have enough liquids for this.
Are you okay?
I'm ecstatic and terrified. Did I use that word right? I don't know.
I think so.
I'm something. I'm definitely something. And then he stops talking out loud and he goes into the mind lake. I cannot say any of this out loud. Holy shit. I can't say, we shouldn't say anything out loud. All right, let's, please, for the love of everything. Oh, wait, wrong one. Let's see how well he do. Okay, about where I'm at already. Okay, so first things first. I have to tell you something that you might be mad at me for, but we'll have to deal with that after everything I have to tell you, because all right. So the other day I shouldn't have let you show me the scars. And as he's saying this, his hands are just like going all over the place. He's like making as much eye contact as possible, but his vision's like darting around at the same time. You can tell he's like half where he's trying to focus, but half on you and to get the story right. Okay, so before you showed me the skulls, Kana told me that we have cameras in our eyes and stuff in our ears to listen so we can't talk out loud about any of our plans. And if we have anything that we're doing visually, it could f us over. And I should have told you this before you showed me anything. And after that, I went to try to fix it, and I actually ended up pissing somebody off. I,
So that's why Spears was crabby.
Yeah, sorry if you had to deal with that. And by the way, I'm sorry if you said something else too. He like gets a little bashful and he like shakes his head. No, hold on. Okay, so I asked him if he could delete the footage from my eyes when I was in your room because I didn't feel like it was appropriate for me to let anyone see that without your permission. And but it ended up being a good thing that he did yell at me because I wouldn't have figured it out. I know why you and Starkino are here. I think I know why Sanchi's here. I know why. I know what they're doing. I know what Lara and RQ are doing. Well, maybe it's just a Lara. I can't tell yet. But he sounded like he knew it, and he gave us the documents. And he just kind of like puts his arms on his head. And he just puts his head slightly down. Okay, so he got really mad, and he mentioned something about he might lose his freedom if he did something like that. He got mad at me for saying it out loud. He got mad at me for bringing it up, and he scolded me saying that he wouldn't risk his freedom to do something, and that stood out to me. But it didn't really make sense to me why. And then we went to read the document, and then after that, we saw Benetine, and it started making me think. All these things are connected. A lot. Think about on the cameras and everything. It was because it was centered around the
You
law.
went away, Zero.
Yes.
You're a lot quieter.
Oh shit! Damn. 1 second. I hate it when this happens.
Take a deep breath. Slow down.
1 second. I'm sorry. All right. All right, I'm back.
All good?
Yeah. Yes. All right. Anyways, with the cameras back, with Greaser, the cameras back in Greaser, we thought it was because Spears and them could not be trusted, but she knew the entire time, and like that's why she thought we were being weird. And the only reason why we really went dark there, I think, is because we were talking about weird shit happening around Alara, and the fact that it was about Alara. They had to go quiet, and then we went quiet again when we were given the document, right? But isn't it weird that when we both of those times, the first time we called it a tech glitch? Why would she need to call it a tech glitch if she knew that Team B was good? The only reason why we thought she was going dark was because we thought someone was bad, and it turned out it was that police chief, that douchey ass police chief, and some dude named after a chess piece, I think. And but after he went dark, then we went dark again in the library when we were reading the document. That lady, that cool-looking lady with the weird tattoo, she had turned off the cameras before any of you got in there. I saw it, and I asked her about it, and she confirmed it. And so did RQ. And why would two commanders and a major have to hide anything? And if they are hiding something, and if Spears could get in that much trouble, and RQ's trying to protect Spears, and also RQ could get in trouble, and Alara could get in trouble, and I'm pretty sure that lady could get in trouble for covering up our actions. Why would they cover up our actions? And then I thought about Benetine, and I remembered what Starkane is always saying, they're just trying to control us. They're trying to control us. So maybe that's why we were shown what Alara was capable of. Benetine wanted to scare us and to shut us the up and listen to her. But why would RQ give us the document if that's what was said? But that's why we kept it secret. Because RQ wanted to tell us that she has just as much of a reason to hate this goddamn country or military as you. You were the one that told me that there was you had your mother. Your mother was. I shouldn't say. I don't want to say that out loud, but you know what happened to your mother. And Stalking obviously has a stick shoved so far up his ass that reads military, and Sanchi is quite literally the most lethal person I've ever met in my entire life. Who better to have on your side for a goddamn coup? I think we're here for a coup. We're not here to be soldiers. We're not here to be sacrifices or spare parts. We're not here because we can help the military. We're here because we can take it down, and she thinks that's possible. And so I'm pretty sure RQ is in love with Alara.
That I agree with that last part for sure. And the rest doesn't surprise me, assuming we can trust Alara.
We can, because we can trust RQ. I think this whole thing comes down to it's up to us whether or not we can survive her if she goes nuts. And if we do survive all that, he'll guarantee our freedom. I really believed him in that elevator. I swear he meant what he was saying when he said he wants our freedom at the end of this. And then he steps back a bit. And if I'm right about this, it might sound stupid, but my whole tribe's purpose is to protect people who are trying to make safe passage. We live for freedom, and life is freedom to us. But this is really what he wants. I mean, think about it. If we hope it's not just them, maybe no more Kalashars need to worry. There's not a whole lot of us left, at least from what I've seen in the world. I've never even met your tribe, and besides my mother and I've never met another Kalashar besides Alara. And I don't even know what happened to your mother, but we could stop it. I want to tell the other two about this. I'm going to tell them, at the very least, about the camera thing. But I don't think they'd believe it if it came out of my mouth. I need your help.
And she just kind of sits there and like tries to put things. Oh, I see where you're coming from. I can see that as a possibility, and I can see Stalking being on board. I'm trying to figure out how exactly Sanchi would be roped into all of it, but I mean, I don't think she would be against it.
Well, I mean, you remember what she said back when we first started coming there on the base. The military is just like the Thieves Guild. They work for the same people, and the government is sanctioning whatever the that means. The Thieves Guild.
Which
Stop,
is
blah blah blah. I
why
eat worms.
That's mice, not worms. Get it right.
You're right. We just heard that.
But no, more so that is exactly why I would have to see how to wrap Sanchi in if, again, different donors or same donor, different branches.
Also, there's, and then he pauses and he like puts his fingers together. Okay, there's another thing that I'm beside myself about if I should tell you, but there's also this whole thing where I said I wasn't going to keep any secrets from you, and he's like looking back and forth at his hands. Then he pauses, waves his hands around, and stops. But the thing is, I kind of swore, but well, and swear specifically, but I did tell Stalking that I wouldn't say anything about our conversation yesterday, purely because you let me off the hook, and I think he was the reason why you did. So it would kind of be a hit to your honor, but at the same time, I don't want to keep a secret from you. I'm kind of beside myself. I don't know what to do.
What are you asking? Yes, it is
I may have,
Stalking who asked me to go easy on you, if that's what you're asking.
No, it's more like I may also have some information about stalking that you might find interesting, but because of the conversation we had yesterday, and because I was trying to be nice about it, thanks to you, I don't know if it would be an insult to Johanna if I told you or not, because I told him that I wouldn't say anything. But
I
it's
mean,
you, so.
I know how to keep my mouth shut.
And I guess I really did have to dig deep for a third secret, so maybe I'll just exchange it for this. Alright. So, do you remember the whole concept of mentals in the document?
Mm-hmm.
You remember how stalking was the only one that wasn't mentioned in the document?
I was wondering why.
And not only that, but while you were being annoyed with me, I was witnessing that when AQ's not around, stalking is her magnet. And wouldn't it make sense for her, if she wants to be around her mentors more than other people, for her to make him a leader so she can keep him around whenever she wants, or at least more often?
I mean, that doesn't explain his disdain for any of that.
Well, it does if they have to do something to the mentors. And I don't I don't have any idea about that though. He pretty much said he doesn't have any knowledge of what's going on. And I believe him because I honestly think he was about to knock me out yesterday.
I mean, militaries don't always tell people what they're doing to him, and we know he's been in the military before and has been hurt, so it could have been left over from that, but that's just an
Yeah,
assumption.
there's also the thing where he knew Lauren RQ before all this, and he kind of had an idea about RQ already disliking him.
I mean, it's more so if he knows, and to a degree, if that's the case, if only, and not to mention the fact that when we were in the elevator, RQ specifically wanted to make sure he knew the commands. If only a mentor can
Yeah,
use them, that would make sense.
yeah, that kind of got brought up during our little conversation. I accidentally also called him Jack Boy, and I have no idea who the that could be. So
Tasha.
I probably confused him. What? What? Really?
Tasha. Who else was
No
sent
way.
to the basement? Whether
Is
that's a
that what
nickname or
Team 18
his
is?
government name, who knows?
Hmm. And the only people that I could ever get that answer from, I probably shouldn't talk to about that whole incident, right?
Probably not. I don't think you have
Oh,
to worry about Tasha or Jackaboy.
no, no, certainly not. I think that's pretty. And he like giggles a little. I think that's pretty subtle. Oh, Spears will never get to know what it's like, but I'm sure he's happy about it somehow.
I mean, revenge will do that to you. And she kind of looks off, kind of like not trying to make eye contact with that comment.
He, hold on. Let's do an insight. do. What am I getting from that, Silas?
A few different things. It was partially a dig at you and other people. Like, definitely implying, like, yeah, did you not like how much he's come along since then? Like, being away from
Mm,
revenge is a good thing.
you're still not a fan of my goals, are you?
That's one way to put it.
Hmm. Well, you've got plenty of time to talk me out of it, however long we're in here, anyways. And you've been pretty convincing at a lot of things.
Well, specifically when it comes to lineage, it's a lot worse than whatever you think it is, and it's not worth it.
Fair enough. But how do I put this? The goal is to end his lineage. I don't know what you meant the other day by not being able to give me a future, but if it has anything to do with kids, I never wanted to have him be continued on. So,
And she kind of just like goes red with that, and again kind of looks away.
you were right.
Yeah, I That's what the scar meant.
Oh,
I
well,
Oh, and by the way, I'm not ashamed about any parts of my body. I gather your mother and I may have had similar experiences, and I didn't want you to have to be reminded of that.
well, it's kind of locked in my head forever. Kind of the driving force behind the whole wanting to kill the dad thing.
I
Well,
gathered that
it
as
was
well.
it's that, but you and this whole revelation kind of reminded me that it's not just that. I wanted to make sure that nobody else got hurt. But when I think about it, he could at most maybe hurt a few hundred people if he's really, really gung ho about it. But if we can help them, how many more people will we? I mean, that pit.
I mean,
Anyway, yeah.
do you know what it's a condition specific to Kalishtar? Spiritual dissonance or just dissonance for short?
Mm,
That is, for lack of a better term, the illness that my mother had. It is when the human spirit and the Korai soul are no longer in sync with each other, and it can drive people insane. And one of the few ways that happens is by killing a member of your lineage.
is that why you can't always control your
Yes,
stand? Hmm.
that's why I don't have the right to tell you not to take revenge, but that's why I can't support it.
Can I compromise by leaving him for dead?
Take your pound of flesh, just don't cross that line.
Hmm. I'll think on it. But maybe I'll just cut his tendons or something. Make it impossible for him to do that to another person. Then you almost see like a pout on his face, but then he shakes it off. Whatever. Anyways, that's all I really came to talk to you about. But um, it's good that you're not ashamed of your body. You have nothing to be ashamed of. And he blushes while saying that.
Take care of myself, and she'll kind of like cross her legs and like pose almost. It's like, I take care of myself.
Oh, I know it. You were running like hell the first day we got to go to the gym.
It's good to stay in shape. Anyways, I think I'm gonna gather my thoughts on this and try and figure out how to bring it up to the others.
All right, I'll leave you to it. Is there anything I shouldn't? What?
And she's gonna stand up and then kiss him on the cheek. Thank you for trying.
He takes her hand while blushing and kisses it, and puts his head back up. I'm sorry I failed. But hey, then he smiles and almost for no reason remembers. Oh, there's one last thing I should probably warn you about. Much less serious, maybe. No idea yet. I kind of gave Sanchi 3.
Yeah, that's not someone I would want to owe favors.
I felt guilty because I kind of threatened her and her entire organization over you incorrectly, and I felt like a dumbass. And I just told her I'd give her any 3 favors so long as it doesn't involve getting in the way of my 2 goals or hurting anyone on the team.
2 goals? Besides
Yeah.
your dad, what's the other?
And he smiles and grabs Silas by the hand and pulls her towards him and wraps his arms around her and gives her a gentle hug. Your freedom.
And she just blushes.
I told you, you're gonna get half of my paycheck every single week. When you fly free, I want you to actually be able to fly.
And like just kind of like complete red and like doesn't know what to say. Just Thanks.
No problem.
And with that, we go to Stakeen. Stakeen, what you doing in the gym?
I'm running.
You just running? Are you looking for anybody or?
No, not really. Stakeen just has a lot on in his headspace right now, so he's kind of cycling through. He's really sporadic right now, but he can't seem to decide what he wants. So I think he's just really frustratingly going through all the, when you can't make a decision? That.
Fair,
And
fair.
nothing sounds good, very that.
Accurate. Been there. All right. Cool. Sounds good. You run and you don't see anyone in there. So you by your lonesome doing your running,
Cool.
thinking your thoughts through.
My thoughts.
Sanchi, Spears is not in here. Out of
It's
here. He's everywhere lately.
You
So
really need
Sanchi,
it.
you go to the library.
You
that
really need a
coincidentally
library
looks like.
background.
I know. Instead, it will stay the classroom for now.
Heck,
I've committed to this bit. This is also library.
she's
at this
committed.
point.
I
But yeah,
it's
you're
elected.
here. What you looking for?
I'm gonna search through the shelves of older literature since it's apparent that I've had success in that department once. Maybe there's more older literature. Plus, I'm looking on religious texts that might be better the more well-aged they are. Yeah, things that are relevant for the book club.
Right. Right. Could you do a
I
not
sure can.
survival or a search check? Because neither of those exist. Could
Don't
you
you-
do investigation?
Don't you miss search? Why did they
I-
remove search for investigation?
I genuinely don't remember it ever existing.
That's
'cause I've
because
not
you were
played it
never
really
a
versions.
3.5 girl.
Exactly. Too much.
You
math.
missed out
Don't
on the
like how
best
page-
version.
That's what I hear, but I don't like math. Though I work at a bank.
Simplicity breeds boredom.
No, it's too complicated for my gentle soul.
We separated
anyhow-
searching and spotting, so the intention of looking versus the randomness of perception into two separate checks.
Yeah, that's too much. Let's consolidate.
Well, I think they were governed by the same. Well, no, it was good. It was definitely good.
I
It was
guess,
good.
but I could just verbally say it, and it's fine.
No, because
But-
you ranked them independently. Here you don't do that. Anyway, I
Yeah,
digress.
It's too much math. Yeah, it's too much math. Anyhow, 13. So you be looking, and you do be finding books, but nothing like that's more than what you've already seen, or like local tabloids.
But what
of
if?
just like
Hear me out. What if I gave you a D100 luck roll?
okay, sure. I'm not gonna share with you my accidental master document again.
I'm depressed.
Big Sag. Cool. A 51. So you're looking, and you be a scavenging. You do not find anything you're looking for.
This is
Unfortunate.
deplorable. I guess the book
know.
club is gonna read Dragon Romantasy.
Okay, that sounds like a genius thing. I think
Thank
that's
you.
great. You're welcome. I'll let you come up with a very good title for dragon romance novels.
Romantasy.
Romantasy. My apologies.
That's
How
important.
could I dare get anything wrong?
Yeah.
Yeah, God, how dare you?
How dare I? Tragedy in itself. That's the book you read. Sins and Tragedies of Dragons. There you go. But anyways, the weekend continues on. You all are still stuck here, kind of just hanging out. You don't really notice anything kind of happening. You all are just sitting there stewing in your thoughts, working out, doing whatever you do. You don't see Alara or RQ at all over the weekend. Anytime you kind of walk to their office, it's the same as it had been the prior days, all windows closed,
doors not automatically open or anything. It's just kind of secluded off to the public. If you go in, they don't really answer. Or if you do get an answer, it's very short, like, please just go. And so they're not really wanting to talk to you all at all. Monday comes through. You go to class. You do your classes. And finally, it's Tuesday. And for those who saw RQ or went to go visit Alara and inevitably talked to RQ because she wasn't around, she was sleeping. Ultimately, it's Tuesday, and you all are like, ding, ding, ding. That was the day we were told we could possibly see her. Ding, ding, ding. And so you go through your classes. You all sit at lunch. Do you want to speak about anything at lunch? Or
Lyric, my links with Stocking and Sanchi, and quickly just drops. Hey, your eyes are cameras, your ears are microphones. Goes out of Stocking, goes into Sanchi. Hey, your eyes are cameras and your ears are headphones or microphones. Then he just like goes back to eating his lunch.
Not surprising.
Not the reaction I expected. Just, yeah.
So,
Tell me when they've hacked our brains.
Sakeen's very hurriedly eating his lunch, and he knows what day today is. He wants to go pay them a visit. Well, actually, no. He will not go pay them a visit. He wants to stay far away from Alara. So hold on, nope. So he's just taking his time. He's not gonna, but he will. Because he wants to talk to RQ.
The struggle.
Nah. Yeah, I know, right? He instead will pay a visit to Commander Hacker.
Ooh.
He would like to go visit her.
Okay. Like after the classes or?
Yeah, after
finish-
classes.
Okay. I was like, are you going during lunch? Okay.
Nah, he'll go after classes.
Okay. Sanchi, where are you gonna go after classes today?
Well, am I still getting my extra intelligence module with the hacking courses?
Yes, you are.
Great. Is that extra or is that the same old? Like just in place of?
It's just in place of.
Well, you know, I gotta study for that.
Okie-dote. Silith, Lyric.
I'll go talk to Alara, I guess. And Lyric is muted.
A shame.
Lyric is gonna go to the training room.
Okay.
Oh wait, no, let's have him go to the library. F it. He's gonna try to read again.
You gonna try to read?
Yeah.
How cute.
Wow.
All
He
right.
wants to be like everyone else.
Okie doke. Okie doke. So we have Lyric and Sanchi in the same room. Silith is going to leaders. Good old Ilara and RQ. And then Stocking, you're going to good old Commander Hacker. So we're gonna yoink you first. We're gonna do you. We're just gonna go to the hallway because I didn't give her an office because I'm lazy as shit. All right. So you go after classes. Your classes go normally, everyone, so don't be alarmed. Your classes go normally, and after class, you all go where you want to go for the most part. You walk over to the area where Team 12 usually is at. You've kind of learned over the little bit of time and the weekend, just kind of like roaming the halls and getting more of a lay of the land. You see that like Spears is like headed out, and he just kind of like looks at you and kind of shocked, and he goes, "Evening. What are you doing over here?"
Me?
He looks at the empty hallway. Was there
I didn't realize
someone
you were on
else?
me. My bad.
Yeah. On you.
No. Yeah, that was out of character. I didn't
Okay.
realize you were on me. My bad.
It's all good. But yeah, so you see Spears walking out of the area of Team 12 and asks, "What are you doing here?"
I'm looking for Commander Hacker. Have you seen her? Is she around?
She's busy, but
How
around,
busy
yes.
is busy?
Working on pushing an update through the cameras and stuff for later tonight.
Cool. I can interrupt that. And Stakeen just walks on forward.
He just kind of looks, he's like, okay. Just continues his nice leisurely walk away. And you walk in and you see like the most stereotypical techie room ever. And you see her like in a glass office, just kind of like blue screen lit up. It's just blue screens everywhere and all techie stuff. And you just hear a bunch of like people typing and whatnot. And you see like Leo in the room and he doesn't address you and they're all just doing stuff. And you walk into
Mhm.
her office and she doesn't acknowledge you at first until you like probably speak or say something.
Yeah. And I walk over to the back of the computer so as not to be rude. Stakeen is forceful, but is not rude.
A gentleman.
Yes, truly. He says, Commander Hacker, I was having some issues with some of our coursework. Could you maybe give me one-on-one tutoring?
She kind of looks up. She goes, "Don't you have like your own commanders to do that?"
I mean, yeah, but you seem a lot more knowledgeable. I mean, what better information or what better tutor than the one who actually teaches the course, right?
I guess. What class?
Well, I mean, the hacking course would be kind of nice.
Oh, you're taking a hacking course already?
Isn't that what the intelligence one is? Yeah.
Okay.
There's
And
different intelligence ones.
yeah, there is. It depends on what your schedule is.
Yeah.
As long as it says hacking, then you're fine. But
Yep. I'm
actually-
taking a hacking course.
Are you sure?
Yeah. Pretty
Yeah.
sure. Let me pull up my thingamajig.
I
I'm-
can't remember. So
You seem
I was
like-
advanced something.
You seem like the world politics guy.
Really? Yeah. Sure. Sure. Stakeen is world politics.
no, you're
Let's
taking
see.
enhanced hacking at 10
Yeah.
a.m.
Enhanced
Yeah.
hacking.
With
Yeah.
Wade.
Yeah,
Yep.
with Wade. I was gonna say I knew there was a
Yep.
reason, which is low
I
key
was just
now
making
that I
sure.
remember advanced hacking. Low key insulting that Sanchi never came to me, but you know whatever.
Well, you know what? Some people are getting hands-on experience, and other people are leading, quote unquote.
Hmm.
And so she looks, she goes, "So you're in the advanced hacking course and you're having trouble? What are you having trouble with?"
It's if I have to admit, it's a little embarrassing. If I could talk to you one-on-one about it, I'd appreciate it.
We're talking now.
No, I mean, you know, not in a room with people.
Oh, did you not close the door?
I thought you said she was in a room.
Yeah, she is. There's just
Classroom.
glass walls.
Wow. I thought there were other people in there.
No, she's
Jesus,
in her
damn.
own like separate office.
Okay,
but
yeah,
there's just
then-
glass walls. Yeah.
No, I didn't close the door.
Okay.
If
Close the door.
you insist, sure.
Because I do have a bit of an important update to push through the camera systems tonight in a couple of hours, but just doing final touches.
Stakeen looks around for cameras in her office specifically that are not probably the ones on her desk.
And you notice
doing a perception check or investigation, whichever you'd like. Perception's great. You notice this whole area is cameraed the up. Like there is high security in this area. Like she has a rectangle office. There is a camera in each corner. Like it is locked down. And
Mhm.
so she kind of looks at you and she goes, "Were you needing privacy?"
A little bit, yeah. Like I said, maybe a different room.
I really can't leave my office right now. Are you having that much of an insecurity with your classes? Or
Dakeem
is
just kind of
there
raises his eyebrow and looks at her, and he goes, kind of another issue.
I had a feeling.
Hmm.
Well, if it's anything about what he asked the other day, I think the best course of action is to maybe go see them around, oh, I don't know, 8 couple hours.
It, sure, but how long?
Oh, this update's very big. It might take a while to push
No, I
through.
mean, how long have they been doing this?
Oh, uh, asking for updates on the cameras? Years. Many years.
I see we're not on the same page at all.
And she kind of winks at you. She goes, "Many years."
I see.
It's an
Mm,
intensive program, from what I hear,
Are
and system.
these updates you're doing,
Mm-hmm.
are they for the entire base? The specific part?
Unfortunately, the wing around near Team 17, your team, just has a lot of old wiring in it, so we've been doing a lot of updating in that area. But this one will be in a few other areas as well. It looks like the circuits just are all connected in some spaces,
I see.
but mainly in the wing of Team 17.
And I guess more out of curiosity for what they've been having you do. Do you just deal with things here, or do they have you assist, elsewhere? I'm genuinely curious.
Oh, like base 1 and base 3 and such.
Yeah,
I do run a lot of it out of this team. Team 12 is pretty much the data hub and the backbone of all 3 of the bases.
understandable then. I guess why they had us come here for classes, right?
Exactly.
Okay. I guess thank you. If I have any more questions regarding coursework or just interest in the cameras and things around the base, that seems interesting to me, I guess. And Sakin kind of looks at the cameras again. Could I come bother you again?
Well, I'm usually pretty busy, but I'll make room
Aren't
in
all
time.
the higher ups?
We got a lot to do. I have a promotional ceremony next week, so I'm a little busy.
No, what's the promotion?
Major.
You gonna be working a lot with RQ and Alara then?
I'll be in more meetings with them, yes, but mainly just RQ.
Fun.
Major Alara doesn't attend many meetings for some reason, but it happens.
Yeah, well,
Commander Rylan usually shows up in her stay.
ain't that the way it works? And Stakeen turns to leave and goes, "Thank you. This was really helpful. I appreciate it." And
Of course.
he leaves the area, just kind of does a quick scan of what the others are working on, just to, seem curious and walk away. He walks out of the room.
Alrighty. Sounds good. Trading room folks. Sanchi and Lyric. Y'all are coincidentally in here alone. You don't see Genome hanging out. So, what you guys doing in the library?
I'm studying my
/ training
hacking.
room? Mm-hmm. Lyric?
Muted.
Lyric goes to grab a random book because he can't read it yet, and when he goes to sit down, he goes to reach into his bag. Where the f is my tablet? Shit. Hey, Sanchi,
Yeah?
who do I tell if I lost my tablet?
Really? Where'd you lose it? Silith's room?
I don't.
I bet this was Silith's room. I checked Silith's room first.
Why do you assume silent? Actually, that's probably it. That's
See?
actually probably where it's at.
Yeah, I think
What?
so.
How do you know?
You guys literally walked there in front of half of the block. Probably 5
Yeah, but I didn't even
squads
have
saw
my
you walk
passive
into her
at the time.
room.
I mean, we could have been playing the loot.
I mean,
Wait,
I'm sure that's a euphemism for something.
what's a euphemism?
That's like when I say, "Do you want to play the loot?" And I wink.
Oh,
That's a euphemism.
oh no, that's not happening. I
Sure.
don't think I can do that anymore.
I just choose
It's-
not to believe him in that regard.
He'll get up and just look around. Do you think I should just tell all Q?
There's usually some sort of information technology officer. Maybe Commander Hacker would be the person to tell.
Who's that?
The person in charge of all the technology.
You can tell by looking at him that Lyric has no idea what you're saying.
Yeah, so there we have you're aware we have a hacking team, yes? Team
That's Team 12?
Team 12, that's
Right.
right, Fishnet. Yes. They could probably help you out as well. They probably have a GPS tracker in there, so they'll probably just be able to find it for you. But I would probably start looking in Silas' room first. Maybe just ask
All
Silas
right.
to bring it out to you. I don't really feel like you should be looking through there.
You're probably right, actually. Best not to do that without him. Well, I guess I don't really know what to do here. Well, I hope you enjoy your reading, and then Lyric heads somewhere. I'll just say Lyric is wandering for now.
Okay.
What the
Alrighty.
Is an integer.
Same. But anyhow. So time kind of goes on, and around like 7:40ish, you all kind of get like a notification in some way, shape, or form, whether you hear it in your brain skull or you see the notification physically pop up on a tablet. Fortunately, Lyric doesn't have that, but thankfully the brain skull memo went through. And it says, like, for you all to report to Alara's office within the next 20-ish minutes or so.
Let's go.
So, as you all make your way there in some way or
Does Sakeen
fashion,
not do that?
if Stockeen certainly doesn't want to go, I'm not going to force him, but I think it would be bad not to, as you see the rest of your group going.
You're our leader, so
suppose.
if you don't go, that sends a bad message for all the others in the group.
Lyric gives him the side eye.
Ooh.
But I'm not near any of you.
Oh,
We're always with
she
you.
said that you saw us all leaving.
Yeah.
Sure, fine.
Up
I
to go.
guess.
And Stocking, can you roll a Constitution check for me?
Mm-hmm. A check or a save?
Save.
Wonderful.
Oof.
All right.
That
Continuing
wasn't
on.
a save.
Close enough.
Roll whoops here, yeah.
The save bonuses are
Not
not
gonna be
helping.
better.
There you
I was
go.
gonna say you do have a proficiency in that, so
There you go.
Good save, Snow.
So, as you all, it's Tuesday evening, you all get the notification to report to her office. As you all walk up, you still notice that the office is kind of the same area, like same state. No windows are open, doors still closed. And as you all walk up to the door, can you make a perception check for me? Nice.
on it.
Gorgeous, gorgeous.
yeah.
Wow, everyone made it. I think this is first time ever. So,
locked
first
in.
time actually ever. You all made a pass. Yay! And so, as you all walk up, I'll say, Silith, you're the one that has your hand on the door itself. And right when you like grab the little like I don't want to say handle because it's not really a handle. It's just like an indent in the door because sci-fi. And like it's like would slide it open in all grand scheme of things. You just hear this like muffled shouting from the room. And then you just hear this very loud, like glass breaking, and then you hear this bang slam onto the door, and you hear RQ like trying to tell Alara to calm down. But as you hear this bang, you specifically, everyone else is just hearing the bang and whatnot. So you immediately hear the door lock. And you hear Ilara kind of shouting. All of you hear this now. You just don't hear the door lock. Sorry. Y'all ain't good enough. And so you hear like she's kind of like very worked up at this moment. And she's like, you told me that you would make sure they didn't see it. What did he threaten you with, Ryland? That would make you dare go behind my back and let them see that. You could have ruined everything. And you hear him just like kind of like cough for a hot second. He's like, it doesn't matter what he threatened me with. And you're wrong, Alara. You need to calm down. Answers to trust you. I gave them the answers. You told me you trusted me to protect them while you were out. I did. He hasn't come down here once to mess with them. Everything is fine. You need to calm down. And you hear like a little bit of bickering going on that you can't make out. And the room goes quiet for a little bit until now the rest of you notice the door unlocks as you all just kind of stand there being like, oh no, the parents are fighting. And you see Ryland open the door and kind of like close it behind him as he like steps out and he's like, apologies. And he looks at you all with a kind of concerned look. If you'd like to
You're
roll
looking
any
at us
checks
like that?
against him, you can. But
Losing control.
okay. No, I'm fine. Is there something I can help you all with?
Oops.
You called us.
Oh, that's right.
Oh.
She did say she could see you all today. Yeah, go on in. I have to take care of something real quick. I gotta go.
Are you
And he like kind of
okay?
like, I'm fine. And he kind of like shuffles off. If you all want to make any additional
Yeah.
checks, be my
Is
guess.
he bleeding anywhere? Well.
Good eyes, go.
I want to go follow him really quick. I
Okay.
want to like catch him down the hall.
Okay. Yeah. So as the rest of you don't notice really kind of anything, you don't notice anything off with him besides, kind of maybe a gut feeling of something ain't right. Or like Sakin, how closely are you following him? Are you like up his ass or are you like giving him some space?
I'm giving him a little space. So like
Okay,
it's
great.
one of those where like he's moving fast and I try to be just as fast, but because he got a head start, he's still pretty far ahead. But
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to close the gap.
Yeah. And he like turns around to you like as he gets a little bit further down the hallway and like takes one of at least the turns so he's out of sight and he goes, "Please go see her. I'll be fine."
I will, but I want to talk to you afterwards. At the very least, you got to give me that.
Yeah, that's fine. I gotta like go. Okay.
Yeah, but where are you going to be? How am I going to find you?
I'll be back. I promise. I'll be back before your guys' conversation's over. I just need to take care of something.
Sure you do. And Stacky's
kinda
just
do.
kinda...
And Stocking, could you do another perception check for me?
Mhm.
You
Look at
notice
that,
then
good
as
rolls
you
all night.
you notice as you like step by, like take a step back, you notice then near his feet, you see like drips of blood starting to like pool around him. Not like a giant puddle, but there is some drippy droppies. And he's like, I gotta take care of something. And he starts like walking off further. And yeah, he goes around like another corner and you immediately hear, because your perception is pretty high enough to where you then recognize a voice. You recognize Commander Hacker's voice, and she's a little bit panicked. And she's like, "What the hell happened? I got your message to run with the medical stuff. What did you do?" And he's like, "I really don't have time. Just yank it out, stop the bleeding. I have to get back to them." And she's like, "Rylan, that's not how this." And he's just very pushy about it. And they kind of get into a little bit of an argument. And then you notice the silence kind of starts up. And it's silent.
Mhm. Okay. Stakeen turns around and just kind of slowly walks back. He takes his time.
Mhm.
He's not in a rush.
And the rest of you who did not follow, you all walk into the room, and you three. And who's closing the door? Is it Xylith?
I would be waiting for Stalking. I guess if I opened the door, I'd hold it for
I would-
everyone.
I would
like
close the
the
door.
gentleman I am.
I
Okay.
close the door behind and say, Stacky's running a little late.
All right.
I'll deceive.
And Sanchi, as you go to close the door, make a perception check for me.
With my allies.
Mm-hmm. Thankfully, it was a very low save because as you slide the door closed, you then see blood on the door and you look on the floor and you see some blood there. And as you three, Silith, are you actually in the room or no?
And she's in
I'd be at the door at least.
Okay. So you'll see that as well, I imagine, if you're looking at the
Yeah.
door at all. If Lyric
Yeah.
just walked into the room and didn't look behind him as the door closed, then he wouldn't see this. But it's literally not hidden.
Right.
So
Lyric is not unaccustomed to seeing this office in disarray. He's not even phased.
So
Where do
you
they
notice, though, this is worse than normal disarray. You look around and you see the lamp on the ground broken. One of the built-in like wall bookshelves is like torn to the ground. Books are everywhere. And as you all are kind of standing near the door, you notice there's just this aura of the room that's not the most welcoming. And you just see Alara kind of standing by the bookshelf that's down on the floor, and she picks it up, and after she slams it against the wall when you guys enter, she not looking at you all, she has her back turned to the room. As she starts picking up a book, she then says, "Did you need something?"
We were called here.
Hmm. That's right. Well, how was your week? End.
Productive.
Oh,
Mm-hmm.
how are you feeling?
How am I feeling? And she kind of turns around and she goes, "I believe you all already know that answer, but fine. Thank you for asking."
Hmm. He looks around. Yeah.
Can I insight that?
Sure.
Can I see if the cameras are on in here?
Yeah. Could do a perception check. Sorry.
Yeah, I sort of figured.
Yep. So you notice immediately the cameras are off
Wow.
at this time. And Silith, you notice that she doesn't really have an emotion, so fine is the one she chose. But
That's always
yeah.
been true.
But you could tell by body language, it's very clear there's tension in the room right now. As you all are standing near the door, and she's kind of closer towards her desk and a little bit behind the chair that you see in the photo here. But so you guys have a bit of a distance away.
Not to be a little forward, but would you like to have alone time?
I figured you all would have many questions, so I scheduled this. After finding out about what you all saw. Or heard, read, whatever it was. So I was here to answer them.
I still don't know why you didn't just lead with it for some of us.
Not sure what you're talking about. And at this point, Sakin, you walk in and you kind of see the whole room in its absolute disarray.
Wunderbar.
Yep. So.
When she says that, Lyric, scratching his head while closing one eye, while minding with Alara, hope to God that's not a bad idea, and says, I mean, I can't say it out loud, but I'm down for your plan.
And can you roll a Constitution check for me? Safe.
Oh, oh no.
Okay. You get a very sharp headache immediately as you go to make a mind link with her. And you can just see a look on her face as you can tell it pretty much disconnected. And she looks and she goes, "I'm not sure what plan you're talking about."
Not one I can really talk about. If then he waves his hand in front of his eyes, you know.
Sanchi
Are you
points
talking
up
about
the camera. They're
You're
off.
fine, everything's turned off. Regardless, are you guys asking about my goal that Commander Rylan brought up?
Lyric looks back to Silith.
That's one way to put it.
Are you guys just wanting to know or actually committed to seeing it out once I tell you? I am
I'm committed.
already used to being used as is, but
I feel like that depends on the plan.
Should we tell them? He looks at Silas while saying that.
I'm on board.
Are you willing to listen no matter how unrealistic it is?
I already said I have nowhere else to go, didn't I? Wasn't that one of the interview questions?
She looks at the other two, Stakeen and Sanchi.
Sakeen just kind of looks over at Sanchi.
I mean, I guess I've done worse. Who are we offing?
No matter what I ask you to do to meet this goal, I could ask you to kill a loved one. Would you be willing to do that?
No, not really.
So long as it's not anyone in this room, all my... Well, yeah. Anyways. I was kind of born for shit like this.
I only have one loved one. I'm not killing him.
I'm glad you have some sense about you, Sanchi. You have to convince me, too.
And how can I confirm that you won't turn on me?
Depends on what you ask. How do we know that you aren't going to do something that compromises every bit of who we are?
Yeah, you are asking us for infinite trust while giving us none.
Are you willing
We're
to
still
give your
alive.
life for this goal without even knowing it yet?
No.
Not saying you'll die, but the risk could be there.
If I knew the goal, that'd be completely different. I feel like
Wait,
Lyric is making a lot of assumptions with his goal, and I feel like the ends justify the means has never sat well with me. Well, actually, the ends justifying the means has sat well with me, but it's usually my means that are... I get to put forth the means, you know?
I mean, do you want to knock some heads of military people?
Again, you're really making assumptions here.
Sanchi's right. You
I
are
don't
making a
think
lot
I
of
am.
assumptions about what the military wants from us, Lyric. And what the military
You're
has
making-
already done to a lot of us.
And you're making a lot of assumptions about my assumptions. Neither of you even know what the hell I'm talking about, so shut the hell up and let her talk. Besides, Silas can tell it better.
She's the one who asked
God,
us.
you're so
She's
pompous.
actually refusing to talk until we say that we are all in. We are letting her talk, and she is refusing to.
Oh, I wonder who's done that before when he looks at Stalking.
Alright, please, tell us what the plan is. And then we'll decide.
And at this point, you hear the door open, and RQ walks in, and he notices that none of you have moved any closer as he starts to slowly walk closer. And he goes, "She's asking you to trust her." And he slowly walks up and starts to clean the room, and you notice the tension in the room, just kind of like you feel it dispersing. And he goes, "Trust, just like love, are very complex emotions. Ilara, as you both know, is only reaction based. She's been trained to ask those types of questions as they've been identified to her as questions to identify the emotion or feeling known as trust." As he starts like stacking more books, he's like, "You need to have training in reading body language along with help to identify how she shows her emotions. While the government body believes she doesn't have them, I think it's pretty evident she does." As he smiles at you all and looks back down and continues to clean, he's like, "So, I'll ask this." And as you take a step, Silas, to get closer, you notice she takes a step back. He's like, "I will ask this one question, and you guys don't have to answer immediately. You can talk about it as a group, whether it's in this room or, well, it's going to be in this room. It's where the cameras are turned off currently. We're not going to listen in. We'll give you all privacy. But do you trust her?"
Dang.
Boy.
Ooh. Don't y'all have a lot to talk about?
Why do you trust her? Oh, let's do the. You know what you're really missing here is the end of Evangelion.
I am.
Damn.
Mm.
You all get to talk as a group.
Are they in the room still?
Yeah,
Or have
they're
they
still
left?
in the room. Nope, they're in the room. They're just cleaning up.
Sanchi doesn't care they're in there. Why do you trust her?
Because I read the documents and I'm not. Well, honest to God, I'm kind of shocked that none of you have come to the realization yet.
I've read plenty of documents that have not really changed my mind.
We all read the same documents. How do you think we could get to the same conclusion? Everyone has their own different perspectives that seem to take precedence here, Lyric.
I just mean that I'm an idiot and I figured it out.
You think you figured what out?
Silas, should I, now that I'm calmer, or do you want to say it?
To make sure no one else has to go through this again. What you went through, what my mother went through. Is what he'll say to
Sucking.
Hmm?
You go on, Silas.
I mean, sometimes you have to burn things down to build them up better.
Right. And you're suggesting... I mean, what was the one thing she asked just now? Just a few seconds ago.
Oh my God, we're doing a coup.
She asked...
You really think that's what they want?
Yes, you dumbass. And you like,
Wrong they.
When he... What?
Wrong they.
They? Oh, you're not talking about RQ and Alara when you say that, Stucking?
Look, you don't know the military like I do. I'm not convinced.
Apparently you don't know how to pay attention. Alright, fine, let's do some convincing. Yes, for one, do you trust the fact that I told you you have visual recording devices in your goddamn eyes?
Obviously, we all were well aware of that way before you were.
Apparently not.
Oh my God. I was literally telling you
Anyway.
not to have these conversations aloud just last week.
Yes, but the documents that you keep searching for, they already knew about.
Of course
That's the
they
part
did.
that you're
Documents?
strengthened for.
And yet who has control
Anyways.
over all the cameras? You know those cameras in your
Yes,
eyes and
and about
ears? You know who
Yes,
has...
and about Sanchi. Listen, I know that I know we don't technically know who has control of all of the cameras, but I can tell you one thing: every time the cameras have ever gone down, it's always been with an excuse. It's been with an excuse. The first time it happened, it was static, but we know it was Alara having it scream, and we thought back then it was because of Spears. Well, I don't know what everyone thought, but we assumed Spears might be the bad
Compromise.
guy. Yes, sorry, RQ. Then he goes on to say, and then later on, when the document was given to us, which by the way, only RQ really had, I guess, permission to give us, not permission apparently. And when we got to the libraries, that lady was there, and she had turned off the cameras before any of you even got there. And yes, I know that. It was confirmed for me. And what Starkeen is always on about, they're trying to control us. They're trying to control us. That's what Benedictine wanted to do when he showed us what Alara was capable of. We were worried that she could get killed. We were worried about this or that. We disobeyed her. But then, hey, look what she can do. Look what she could do to us. But how can they control us if we're given a document that tells us not only that she has every reason to hate this place as much as you do, Stucking, that with I don't know, maybe a cut-off arm? Like, really, I feel like you guys didn't even read that shit. Alara has been here suffering in this place, and she has every reason to hate them, and so does RQ. And guess what? Big surprise. Now it makes sense why you're the leader, right? Because why else would you be the leader other than to hate the people that we're supposed to go against? Oh, and hey, wait, why not? Let's just throw this in the mix, right? Spears told me that it could be a risk to his freedom if we so much as tampered with the cameras for all team, and all team specifically is supposed to be under watch. And yet we have two majors, a major and two commanders saying, we don't care if we have to lie about getting rid of our footage, especially when it involves Alara or giving us a reason to say, hey, maybe Silent has a reason to hate this military because of her mother. Maybe you have a reason to hate the military because of whatever the you've got going on. And again, I don't care. You're here now, and we all had all this in front of us this entire time. And I don't know how I didn't see it sooner. I don't know. Maybe we were all just worried about everything else. But RQ...
Did you read what they were teaching her to do?
What?
Do you remember what happened the first week you were here? Do you remember how you tried to kindle a romantic relationship with Alara?
And that didn't exactly turn out.
Yeah, you think that wasn't her trying to manipulate you? You think she's not, like, part of all of this? You think she hasn't been living in it, learning how to do this, getting better than them at this particular task for 20 plus years?
I mean, Silas said she'd manipulate me if she had to.
Oh my god, anyone can manipulate you.
Exactly. But at the same time, if we found Kipper and we got our mission done, I'd be out of here just as much as anyone, especially at this point. What point would there be for them to create this whole situation where we feel bad about Alara, to the point where we might want to throw hands with a giant organization even bigger than the Thieves Guild, which I didn't even really think was a thing. But apparently it is, and oh hey, the person who wants to do all this just so happens to be probably the strongest person in the military.
Oh, and by the way, what happens
who can't leave.
What happens when you are successful? Is Alara going to be the new queen?
Honestly, that part I don't have figured out.
Yeah, she's so self-sacrificing. She said it's so tough killing hundreds of recruits in here, the whole while suffering, and so she needs our help to kill off the legitimate king so that she can be the queen, because her bloodline is so pure.
I mean, she's not even royalty, as far as I know.
Yeah, who hasn't read the document?
Well, I mean, she...
Oh, right, you're not
I only know that she's an omelet. Yeah, I'm not in the book club anymore.
Maybe you should have
Besides...
clued him in.
And completely honest, the reason why I believe her and RQ mostly about any of this is because I can't think of a possible good outcome for us believing this and following through with it if it's not the real thing.
Alright,
if they wanted us to do a suicide mission, why would they train us?
Let me just pose it another way.
Furthers their agenda. What more do you want?
I don't care to hear from you anymore, Starkeen. I don't think you'd listen even if it was slapping you in the face.
Or you could listen to her.
We asked her, and she wouldn't tell us until we decided. Okay, let me tell you what, Lyric. Let me put it to you in the exact same terms that Alara just did. If you take a knife right now and plunge it into Starkeen's throat, I will trust Alara.
I mean, and he looks at Starkeen.
Those were the terms that Alara just gave us.
And you know what? At the moment, between the two, I would stab Starkeen.
No,
because
do it.
Unlike Alara and RQ, I haven't heard anything about Starkeen's real goals. I haven't heard anything about Starkeen's anything. In fact, I have no reason to trust him above anyone in this room. But I'm wanting him on our side, and I'm wanting to be working with him. As far as I know, he is the most dangerous person in the room for everybody.
That's
He's not, obviously, and he looks at Alara. He looks at Alara when he says that, He's obviously not the most dangerous in the room, but I don't know that he couldn't be someday. And quite frankly, do you? How much do you know about him?
I know plenty. To say that doesn't affect my trust of Alara.
It's not supposed to. The point is that you're asking me who can I trust more right now? The man who's given us nothing but expects us to believe him at every turn, or the two people who have given us information that right now they could just turn us in for talking about if we're full of shit. They don't need to let this conversation carry on.
The point Sanchi was also, I think, trying to make. You were willing to go along with Alara as long as you weren't asked to kill any of us in this room. Look who's in this room, Lyric. Pretty quick to compromise those morals, aren't you?
It was a hypothetical, or whatever the that is.
A hypothetical?
It doesn't matter.
It's a hypothetical like you said yes to.
How about this for a goddamn hypothetical? Someone in here's mom was hit by the military, and you're acting like that's just small. Like your pain is something that should be trusted over anyone else's. I don't know your shit. I don't know Sanchi's reason for being here, although I think it's because she's a badass. And hey, you're looking a gift horse in the mouth right here, and you're just saying, whatever, let's not trust any of it. Let's just try talking about morality, like it's something that anyone can believe you have when we don't know shit about you.
You don't know shit about Alara either. Like she's literally asking us.
I know that she's had an arm removed because of a man that she calls father. I know that she had to suffer experiments her entire life, longer than any of us have had to deal with this. If anyone here has a reason to complain.
I grab a piece of paper off the floor somewhere and quickly scribble something on it like Silas killed Alara's father, and I hand it over to Lyric.
This is a legitimate confirmation that I got this document from Commander Ryland 3 days ago, by the way.
Yes, but guess what? I can actually see a reason why you'd lie to me about this right now. I can't see a reason why they'd lie about this much bullshit. I can't see a reason why they'd have to get another commander involved.
Terry, of course they would be part of this much bullshit. You really think they don't have more to hide?
Of course they have more to hide. This is what I'm getting pissed off about with you, Stocky, and you keep assuming things about what I may or may not know or think of this grand-ass military. But you know what? You know what?
You're the one who labels yourself an idiot. What more are we supposed to know outside of that?
Well, you know what? It appears that there's a bigger idiot in the room than me.
No, I'm not convinced that's
At least I can actually see something beyond my bias.
At this point, Stakeen, what do I use to grapple?
Strength.
Strength now? Okay.
I think it's
or athletics specifically.
Yeah.
What would I use?
Please work.
And then it's the counter is athletics or acrobatics.
Athletics or acrobatics.
Yeah.
All right, let's see here.
Please be a 2.
Nope.
Oof.
Lyric smacks your hands away and pushes you back, but not really. He just smacks your hands away.
Stakeen still gets up in his face. You want to know why I don't trust them? My entire life.
I don't give a shit anymore. I'm done caring about you waiting on things. Someone showed their hand. I've given you everything I can. Your time limit with me is up. Prove yourself instead of talking. And he walks down and sits down.
Fine. Lyric, I was going to. You want to know why I don't trust the military? Because my entire life, I spent in a jail cell. Because they didn't trust me.
Oh, and you think you're supposed to be some worldly knowledge then? I've seen the entire land of Egg.
No, because as a matter of fact, Lyric, I was one of the ones they experimented on in the military. So off.
Guess what? We can all join
I have every
together,
reason not to trust them.
And guess what?
I have every reason not to trust her, because my life was forfeit because of these.
And all life is forfeit because of those very same who might be trying to give you a way out. But you don't want to look anything in the eye and just maybe believe in someone other than your own goddamn hatred for them.
You
can't believe possibly that somebody else might have that hatred. You can't possibly see the idea that someone might hate something as much as you hate them. So I don't give a what you have to say about anything else anymore. I told you, prove me any reason to give you a chance. I'm done with words with you. You always put your pain on a high horse. You're not the only one here who suffered. You don't know anyone else's pain because you don't even ask. And then besides, what the hell is the point of comparing? If we're right, then we could help so many more people prevent what you went through. But you can't think that far. You don't possibly dare trust anyone other than your own pain.
Silas gonna put a hand, actually grip Lyric's shoulder. Both of you need to take a breath. Stalking, I understand where you're coming from. My entire childhood was trained to deal with the trauma my mother had, and I have gained that trauma. It is the enemy of the enemy. Trust that.
Stalking takes a breath, and he just kind of looks from Lyric to Silas, and he goes, there's not a lot I can trust with these guys. They took everything, and if you had to go through anything of what I went through, if your mom went through the same thing I went through, it's not a pleasant sight. And there's a lot that I want. There's a reason why I'm here, and there's a reason why I don't like any part of this. I want to be able to trust the two of you, but right now I do feel like I have to agree more with Sanchi in this. There's no way I can trust either of them.
Well, fine. Have fun trusting Benetine or something then, while you're working here. We're all stuck here regardless, so go ahead, believe anyone else other than them.
Lyric, stop, you're making it worse.
You're right, I'm sorry.
Trust me, I understand where you're coming from. I may not know the exact specifics, but Waffle's military took everything from me. Maybe not in a direct way, but I am here because of what they did to my mother. And I killed my mother because she begged me to, so she wouldn't have to go back. I could feel that pain, that fear, the hatred. I gave up everything so she could be free. So yes, I am willing to give up everything again, so no one else, including you, has to go through that. And that's what they're asking. No more for you, no more for anyone else. So please, trust us. Trust her. But don't trust the military. This is different.
That I know for sure. It's not that different.
I'll go over to the yes side if you give me inspiration.
I would say hell yes. That was such
Let's
good
go.
role playing, guys.
Hold on. Please hold. I'm
Let's
using
see,
my
do you
inspiration.
I was like, do you?
Oh my god.
Fuck. I really needed a higher roll there.
Well, do you, Sanchi, still believe?
What seems to be the question? Do I trust Alara?
Are you
Of
trying
course.
to lie in saying
Yes,
that you trust her?
Yeah, that's what the deception rolls are for.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Interesting. So are you lying to Silith and Lyric, or are you lying to everybody in the room?
Everybody in the room.
Okay, cool.
Because Sanchi doesn't see a reason that none of these arguments have actually moved the fact that Alara has not given any concrete evidence of why she should be trusted.
And Stakeen, what are you doing? Are you still on the no side right now?
Stakeen looks back to RQ and Alara and he goes, can you give us at least some kind of information, some kind of assurance that any of what this has been talking about is correct? Because I think you and I both know exactly what she wants.
And Laura will look at you all as Stakeen just kind of shoves her in the front, like a small little shove to you talk. Because clearly him talking caused some problems. He
I guess, dang.
kind of just shoves her and she just looks up at him and she goes, I won't confirm anything until all are honest in what they do. And she looks directly at Sanchi. She goes, if you're going to lie to me, you need to do better, unfortunately.
Darn. Look, I even had inspiration. I did my best.
And she like slightly smiles and she goes, I appreciate the effort. The classes seem to be paying off. But
All I'm
I won't
saying is,
confirm anything until I know I can trust you all. I'm not saying you're going to kill someone that you love. I'm saying if they are connected to what I may or may not be planning, then it could be a risk. But it's also a risk I would hope you all expected I would assess thoroughly. And seeing
If
you
the
all
part of what you
overheard, and the part that you overheard when you walked up because I lost track of time was all accurate. RQ was acting on my actions and what I asked him to do. And I didn't want you all to see what you saw down there. I knew Lieutenant Colonel Benetine was going to be there. And the last thing I wanted him to see is you all.
do you know that
I won't say
do you know that you hurt RQ?
I'm aware, yes. But it wasn't intentional, it was an accident. And
Oh, that's an... Yeah, then I should trust that, of course... I should trust, of course, that if you're willing to hurt the person you ostensibly care most about, that you will give the most thought and consideration to whether or not our important people are kept safe.
you can tell she's being honest off your 7.
Yeah,
She goes,
I'm sure I can
"The-"
really tell that.
You wouldn't be able to tell otherwise, so you believe her. And she goes, ultimately,
Actually,
what
if I could interrupt, because
Yeah.
it's a 7, I can't discern her motives well enough, so I don't automatically believe her. It's that
Yeah.
I have to make my own decision, which is to
Correct.
not believe her.
That's fair. And
after this,
oh,
yeah.
I'm sorry. Go on.
I was gonna say, I'm pretty sure if any of our loved ones are attached to some of the shit that we've seen, any of this research or any of what Stalking went through, I don't really care who they are, even if they're someone I love. It means that they're a monster in sheep's clothing. At the end of the day, that's all it is.
Do you have many
Forgot.
loved ones here that are alive, if I may?
I do. In fact, quite a lot. And if any of them were to do anything like this, I would hunt them down with the same ferocity that I have for my father.
And if they happen to be innocent bystanders that were,
If they-
you know, inconvenient, but maybe Alara thought that'd be the better way. You would kill them, of course, right? That's what Alara's asking you to do right now.
No, she just specifically said if people were attached to all of this, then we may be asked. Not that we would be killing people at random, unless you want to say stop
But that's
tearing
more
words
so
out of
the
her mouth.
point.
Okay, whatever you say, Stalking. He rolls his eyes.
Alara,
Ultimate-
how about this? As a show of trust from you, can you tell us why we were each chosen?
Not without knowing where you all stand. And more so on the trusting of me side, because if I go into why I chose, well, my ancestors chose all of you, it gives away too much, but I can be informational enough to say I chose you all because they chose you all, because you all have skills that will help with the goal I have in ways that I don't think you all would be against in any way. I did my research. I followed at least 9,000 hours of everybody, including people you were associated with, and made sure that everything was planned accordingly when it came to formulating this plan. And while in the midst of formulating it officially, outside of what
myself and Commander Ryland had been doing for years prior and prep work on it. I learned of his brother, and he asked for them to be taken out of the prison and such. And so I made sure that occurred as well, to not appease him, but it's because he asked for that to happen. It wasn't necessary in what we were planning, but I did do it. I don't know if that constitutes any morality on my end, but ultimately, what RQ stated and what you overheard, I didn't want you to see Lieutenant Colonel Benetine. If he sees you all, then it's not an umbrella you want to be near or have connections with, and I tried my best to ensure that whether you guys would be gone while he was visiting or just out of sight for him. Clearly, some things happened outside of my control that I wasn't able to stop that, but I tried. And I need your trust before I can tell you what I'm planning.
Oh, there we go.
You can tell she's 100% honest.
And what would you have done had Benetine not been here?
Had Benetine not been here, as in, would I have still done my training, or...
Would you have eventually told us any of this?
I would have, yes. I was waiting originally until classes were over, but with you all seeing what you saw, I figured there wasn't really any way around everything that happened.
How close in proximity do we have to be to each other at this point? If we agree to this, I want to at least be far enough away from you for the safety of everyone else.
Unfortunately, that can't happen.
Sure.
Can we agree to this compromise? You won't have my full trust, but I guarantee that under no circumstances would I ever go to anyone above your station. I would report to you and to Commander Ryland.
What can I do to gain your trust?
Those things that you won't tell us right now, I'd probably need to know them. The things that you want done. The reason you selected us. And probably your plan.
Dakin?
I'm in a very similar boat.
Oh, and I have to add the fact that you strung along Lyric for the first 2 weeks he was here. And
Drop that, Sanchi.
the fact that you also pretended you were cool the whole time instead of telling us how you felt when we were worried about your safety. Those are big strikes against you, no matter what Lyric is willing to forgive.
It's not about forgiveness, Sanchi. It's the fact that it's over.
Was she talking to you?
She brought me up. Shut the hell up, you goddamn bastard.
I'm sorry, I don't understand. What do you mean strung along?
Exactly. Why I told her to
toyed
drop
with his
it.
emotions for a little bit. You can't deny that
No.
at the very least you noticed that he had feelings for you.
I believe that...
Feeling-
Or maybe you can't listen to RQ when he talks, Stocking. He walked into the room and announced to us about how she has trouble with such things, like trust and love. But no, apparently no one can listen in this goddamn room.
And yet, she was perfectly willing to use you over it, and also lie to you about how
She
fine
didn't even know what it
that-
was. How could she use me with it?
It's
Oh my God.
reciprocating what is given. There's a difference.
I
Being in the
think-
guild should know that. It's the same thing I do when I work at the host club.
Yes.
You
and what
reciprocate
do
what
you-
is given.
And what do you reciprocate what is given for?
What do you?
to manipulate your customers into spending more money. To
Oh my god,
get
it's not like she
something
hasn't done
out
that
of
by
Lyric.
taking us out of the prison.
Oh my god, dude. They're just so excited to be used by her.
There's a difference
I'm not excited to be
in
used by anyone.
doing what you're trained to do and doing what you know to do. Or what you know is right. If you're going off of training, that's all it is.
And I'm just saying that she hasn't shown us what she knows is right.
She might not know what is fully right.
Oh my god.
If you can't get that through your head, you might not be able to get any of it through your head.
If she doesn't know what's right, how are you trusting her to make decisions about what's right?
That's where our Q
Because
comes
she,
in.
and because she has a brain that's apparently smaller than a computer or something.
And because of that, she needs us. Great.
I mean, do you have any idea why she's still here? If she wants out and is so powerful?
Yeah, I mean, you know, if I were in her shoes, I'd probably be running the whole operation and I'd be here pitching you my sob story because I know you'd buy it and make you a very subservient soldier. And then I could probably send you out on some sort of mission all the way across the sea to conquer anywhere, you know? You'd go to the ends of the earth
if
for
she...
me.
I mean, you're kind of running yourself into a circle here. Why would she need to do any of that if she fully knew that she could manipulate me with emotions? And how the hell would I have slipped back into it? How would she have known how would she have not known how to keep me around? It's not like I'm exactly not easy to manipulate, as you say. But yet instead I'm here because for a completely different reason.
The same reason.
Not really. I'm not here to be manipulated by her. And if it is manipulation, then it's kind of dumb. And he looks at Alara. No offense, but it would be. This is She's already given us the honey. She got us out of jail. She is already saying that she wants to free us. We already had those two. You guys didn't want to believe that. Big shocker. Now you're being shown that possibly there's going to be a coup. And by the way, here's another thing. She hasn't arrested us yet for even talking about it.
By the way, do you remember how you got into jail in the first place?
Yeah, I do. And guess what? It lines up with what she's saying. Sure, she could manipulate the whole situation, but there's so many steps going on in this manipulation. Like,
oh my god, Alara got you out of jail after putting you in jail.
She got me out of jail after putting me in jail.
Who was arrested because Alara singled him out to be arrested.
May I add something to maybe gain trust?
Yes, anything you could add to gain trust would be good.
So may I ask a question?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Would you have rather been put in that jail, or would you have rather been tested by Team 18?
I mean, there's also that too. You guys are seriously thinking small about where we could have been if they were trying to do anything really up with us.
I'm not seeing how that reinforces the trust. You're saying that, like, if you threatened us instead, we might be more trusting.
Don't put that idea in your head.
No, it's more so if you look at my situation, if they already knew about my mother, I am the perfect test subject that can give them all the secrets they want. So yes, I would rather be in jail than in 18.
Yes, and yet it still is a very convenient excuse for her to break us out of jail, and then Lyric comes crawling back to her saying, "Oh, you have me in the palm of your hand ever since you freed me from jail."
I mean, that's not at all what I had done after we got done with our mission, and I said that earlier, but sure, whatever. I don't even understand why I was still talking. You two aren't going to budge no matter what.
No, we'll budge if there's reason to trust Alara. And I gave her my terms, and I asked if my terms were acceptable.
We're asking a lot of We're asking a lot from somebody who technically doesn't need to offer us anything.
I have given her a halfway point. It's not full trust,
I think
but
I
building
think you're the
trust
one that's
starts...
forgetting that she's giving us a halfway point, not the other way around.
No, she has all the cards. She doesn't have to ask for her... I mean... She
That's what
doesn't
I'm
have
saying.
to ask
She's
for her
meeting
trust,
us halfway.
but she also doesn't...
She's meeting.
She could just order us to follow her anyway. It's the same argument you're making.
Yeah.
And at the same time, you could easily go up to one of her higher ups and be like, oh, this is what they're planning. Or even say it out loud when we're not in this room because that's what they're looking for. And all of it would be
I'll
shut
do it
down.
right now if you guys don't shut the hell up. If she kills me, then you guys know it's true.
Okay, do it.
Lyric gets up and starts walking towards the door.
You see Alara, all of you roll an insight, actually.
Oh no.
Oh, well.
Brutal. Okay. Well, unfortunately, Silith and Lyric both notice it at least. Which doesn't help the cause at all.
Yeah.
Like, you notice immediately that she gets really, really nervous as you walk towards the door and a little defeated, in a sense. And you go to grab the door to leave, and you notice it doesn't open.
I wonder why this isn't opening. I wonder if it's because if I said something, we'd all be dead. Not just them, but us. Wink. Wink.
Or maybe
Bitches.
it's not opening because they don't trust you.
Oh, I wonder why they wouldn't trust me. Is it because I'm about to go outside and say things that'll get us all killed? I wonder. You're starting to run out of footing there, Sanchi.
No,
You're too stalking.
I'd say that maybe you who are most offering of your trust to them should maybe be trusted, but there is not a trust
I
that you
straight up
wouldn't be
was willing to
stupid enough.
prove you right just now, Sanchi. You're losing your ground again. I was willing to go out there and risk it all for you and stalk in. And you're trying to still say that I'm just going with her trust. Yes, I trust her because I don't have anything to really trust Stalkin on other than he's been tortured. That sucks. I really want to help him get back at people, but he's the one standing in his own way. I could have gotten out of here, and if she wanted to, she could have killed me instead. She has shown us that she could make quick work out of any of us. But let's keep trying to dig ways out of this, right?
I turn
Let's
to
try.
Alara.
I gave you my terms. Let's meet halfway and we can build. Alright? We can go to trusting each other from there. We're not gonna start at 100% trust, one-way trust.
I think you should take her terms. And she'll say that to Alara.
And Stalkin?
I'm very much in the same boat. However, I think my trust with you in knowing exactly what you want from me now, I think you're going to have to prove a lot. But at this point, I can be willing to go. You just have to... I agree with Sanchi. I want those exact same terms. You give us everything we want to know.
I didn't say everything.
And then
we
will consider building.
I just said the important
But it won't
things.
be... The thing with trust, Alara, and I can understand where you may not understand that, is that if people have been hurt by certain things, even if you are not the direct cause, they won't trust you 100%, and you have to be willing to meet them in that middle ground, or you have to be willing to work on that trust with them. Right now, I believe Sanchi and I don't have any part in that trust. To you. Is that directly your fault? Probably not. But we don't know that for sure, and it's going to be a little harder if you don't give us these exact things that we are looking for. That's how you build the trust. Can we do that?
She looks back at RQ, who's just kind of standing there, and he's like... He speaks up. He's like, the reason why she's not wanting to say or confirm anything that Lyric and Silith are proposing are the goals is because once you start a goal similar to that, there's no going back. So if she tells you everything and then you guys say, no, we're not doing it, you then are a liability and a risk of exposing everything, which is why she's asking for and asked at the beginning. She was told those are questions to identify if someone trusts you.
I needed her to give me, or you to give me, to be the ones to say that that's what we're going to do. Not Lyric, who can make assumptions all day. One of you two needed to say
Not assumptions if you're right, dumbass.
Lyric, stop.
They are
Stakeen.
assumptions.
I would have to agree right now they're assumptions. We haven't confirmed anything. But Stakeen, on the other hand, there was a question I asked you the other night when we spoke.
Mm-hmm.
Right? And I asked you what your goal was. Do you remember your answer?
I do.
And what did I say?
They're along the same thing.
And then 2 of your teammates come up with a theory, we'll say, an assumption, theory, whatever you want to call it, where I did not give any information to them about what we spoke about. I did not tell them anything. And yet they came to the same conclusion that you did, right? Something I told you. Whether you trust Ilara fully or not, you can't deny the facts that are in front of you. Things have been laid out specifically. And ultimately, Ilara is not going to tell you what her goal is or confirm anything unless you trust her to do it fully. And as you all heard, her top priority is your safety. It's always been a part of her plan. Whether she put you all in the jails because it was safer than where you could have went is correct. But if you don't see that as her trying to gain your trust and do the best thing in the best interest for all of you, I can't change that view for you all. And so if we're going to stay at the stalemate, because it's all or nothing, you all need to be on the same page and trusting her. Or if we're at a stalemate, we're not going to disclose anything until we earn that trust a bit slower. We never planned for it to be overnight or even this soon. But she has given several ways to show that she's trying to do the best thing. Whether it's seen as her trusting you all or you all trusting her, at the end of the day, I think you'd all have to be alive one way or another to trust her or not, and that's something she has ensured. So I don't know if that gives her any more credence, or similar to how she already brought up that Team B wasn't included in any of this.
Not to mention, Stakeen, you were given the keys to stop her.
In front of all of us.
So with that being said, I think it's obvious that we will not be disclosing anything until we have your trust. So do we have your trust?
Is your life one of her priorities?
Always.
You don't have my trust.
Of course not.
All right then. And he looks around and he goes, Stakeen?
Our goals may be seemingly aligned for the most part, but I think we have a lot to discuss. If you let Sanchi and I continue... If you continue to work to earn the trust of both Sanchi and I, for the sake of the team, Sanchi, will you go along with what they want for now? We won't look to betray any of you if that's what you think. We're not going to openly discuss anything as far as that goes, but I think if we agree that we will work on whatever trust you may want, I think we can at least move forward.
Those were the same terms that I put forward, and they don't seem to be good enough for them, Starkeen.
Yes, but your terms seem to be a little more weighted in certain things. If we can at least work to get a different compromise out of this, I think we should at least see what goes on.
My terms are that I will not betray them, and that I would help them, but that I could make my own decisions in regards to what's best for the mission. Because I don't really trust Elara, who would make our lives a priority for her in the same way that she has nearly disemboweled Commander RQ.
Alright. Given you all are not on the same page, you all will be moved under my leadership for the time being. Elara, you can leave. And she just nods and walks out of the room. Her ultimate goal includes you all being safe and protected, and being under my command will do that for the time, so there's no need to involve you all further, given the state of the current team. As I previously stated, we didn't expect you all to trust us overnight, so we made sure that in the event that when this time did come, if you guys did not trust her, then we knew what to do. So for now, let's just get the room cleaned up and move on. You have 2 weeks of classes to go through, I'm sure. Lyric, the broom's over there. Would you mind grabbing it?
Yes, sir.
And you all start cleaning the room, or you can leave, whichever you choose to do. And with that, 2 weeks go by. Classes finish, everything's done, and you all visit in the office after everything is said and done, in the room, in your classes and what have you. And ultimately, you all walk in, and of course it's been 2 weeks. Whatever you all will choose to do and get to talk about, I guess, will be in the recap next week. But you all, like, you see RQ and Elara just have, like, a cake and some, like, party poppers as they pop them as you guys walk into the room, and they, like, drop down a whole banner that says, "Congrats on graduating!"
Wow.
And
We so
that
smart.
is where our season finale will end. Next time, we get to have a beautiful recap. It looks like we are doing, drum roll please, while I scroll on up to see what our final vote is. It looks like we are doing a Jeopardy recap.
I love Jeopardy recaps.
So, can't wait to see you all there on the 22nd, where we're going to talk all the things through a game of Jeopardy. I hope everyone had fun tonight, and we will see you next time. Toodles!
Bye.
Thanks for watching our video. Keep updated on all things Plasmacoin by joining our Discord and following us on our social media pages, linked in the description below. If you want more Plasmocoin content, subscribe to our Twitch and YouTube channels, and watch another video up in the corner here. Until next time, guys, we'll see you later. Bye!